talking to some bodies that has childhood issues, childhood, inner child issues. This is going to be an inner child series. I'm going to be talking about that because a lot of time and oftentimes a lot of our healing, a lot of things that need to be healed, a lot of things that mindsets and different things that we had about ourselves, about our lives, about our potential, it all it stems from something from our childhood. Something that was said, something that wasn't done, something that wasn't given, something we thought that we were supposed to be given. We didn't get it. We were neglected. We were abused, verbally, emotionally, physically, neglected. It goes on. Abandonment is a big one. Abandonment. But it all stems from some portion of our childhood. And if you haven't healed that, you haven't addressed it, you haven't looked at it, you haven't acknowledged it, you carrying that same issue. You still that little child, and you may be 30, you may be 20, you may be 40, you may be 50, maybe 60, maybe 80. But you still is that little child that's still living with that issue. And until you heal that little child in you, that circumstance, that issue, that thing, you will live with it. It will stay with you. And it will manifest as other things in your life. But really, it's that childhood issue that you never want to address, you never want to face. Because some of it, you don't want to face that person. You don't want to have that talk. You don't want to go back in time to acknowledge what was happening to you, because in a lot of cases, it's trauma. It's trauma. It's traumatic. In some cases, you just don't want to face that person because you don't want to hurt their feelings. You don't want to bring it all up. It's the past. No. It's the past, but it's the past keeping you from moving forward. So it's very, very important. But anyway, as you can see, I'm already in talk. All about the healing. Look at here. So we're talking about inner child, right? The inner child that needs to be healed. You may be, like I said, a full-fledged adult. But when you get triggered about this issue that happened or occurred way back when, you're focusing on the situation at hand, but it's really not this person. This person triggered you because of a past child or inner child issue that you never have addressed. And this can come in any form. Let me put my notes up here. It could come in any form. It could be anything, like I just said, right? Because it's about how we feel how we feel or how you feel about how another person treated you, or how you felt or how you feel that you didn't get your needs met. Some type of need, something that you didn't get, or something that was projected onto you when you was a child and you were innocent. Your innocence, you feel like your innocence in some type of way has been taken away from you. So How do you heal that? How do you let go of the pain? I know this happened when I was a child and I'm 50 years old. But how do I let go of all this? I had been carrying this all these many years. How do I finally let go? You let go when you go back and you finally look at the issue at hand. Now, what I mean by that, because you have to go back and you have to pinpoint what really is the issue. I can say, oh, abandonment issues. But abandonment issues is broad. You have to go back and you have to figure out what it is that hurt you. What is the core? What is the root? What happened that you've been carrying this thing all these many years? Now, I'm using an example as 50, but it could be 20. It could be 25. It could be 30. You get the picture. But what I'm saying to you is that you have to go back. You have to go back and you have to pinpoint that thing, that exact moment. Because until you do, everything that make you feel abandoned, everything that you feel, you perceive, or you think that is going to make you feel like you are abandoned, you're going to be in an uproar about it. It's going to affect you. It's going to affect your life. It's going to affect your personality. It's going to affect who you are as a person. So you have to go back. That's the number one thing. You have to sit down with yourself and be real. I always talk about that. Be real. Be honest. Stop faking the funk like you ain't hurt or that thing didn't hurt you or your childhood was perfect. Because if your childhood was perfect, then you would not have a lot of the issues that you have in your adult life. See, if we be honest and you look back and you pinpoint that thing, then you can go to the next step to try to heal it. Come to terms with it. Really look at the situation. Look at the part you played. Look at the part that other person played. Look at the different dynamics of it. Because at the core of it all, some of it, like I said, is trauma, abuse. Some of it is abandonment. Some of it is verbal. Some of it is physical. Something somebody said. Something somebody instilled in your mind about you. But now you are an adult and you can't move forward in life because you keep thinking about what somebody said or what somebody said that you was going to be and that you never was going to be, that you can't be successful, that you're dumb, you're stupid, that you're a fool. All of those things, it's totally up to you to believe or not to believe, to figure out who you really are on the inside. You're not who that person said you are. You are you. And it's your responsibility to figure out and see the truth about you. Go to part 2. Bam! And there it is.